Another day, another pod, another twin adventure. Same scoops. We're here. As you can tell, if you're watching this on YouTube, the sun is literally pouring in the window. We're like,
You know why? Do you know why that's
sunlight?
happening? Because daylight savings time. We've spent like all week. I've heard people just being like, you know, we need to stop daylight savings time. I'm like, what about having sunlight until like 7 p.m. do you not like?
I do appreciate because we have spent all day wandering around, all like 20,000 steps. We've been out and about and came back to do the podcast and we're like, okay, it's probably going to be dark. We got the lights out and we're like, actually,
we're used to our winter like 4:30 p.m.
I
sunsets
know.
and we're like, this is nice.
No, it's been nice. We're just like Sundays from hanging out in the sun all day. We're like, it's kind of tired.
Yeah. We're like, we could just lay here and do nothing.
But it's been a wonderful like 68-degree day. After all that snow, we're like, oh, this is what it feels like to be out and about in New York City and not be cold and not trudging through slush. So
not have your elbow or not have your like shoulders up to your ears, just like clutching against the cold. It just feels so nice. I'm so ready for spring.
And hopefully wherever you're at, like, you know, you're getting some nice weather, maybe the sun, maybe you're done with work and you're just like, but time to sit back and a little girl chat. Episode 37.
Oh my gosh. We've been here for a while.
No, it's almost the end of season 1. We're saying we've got like, have to do a little like refresh, pause, and then re-come in. Season 2.
Stronger than ever.
Better together.
Yeah.
All right, well, do you want to do your in?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the nice weather is just like an automatic in. Like if that's not your in of the week, then who are you?
Gonna be my in.
So because
She's still my in.
well,
Sorry, carry on. I'm not mad.
all right, well, automatic in. But I couldn't like let this episode go by without saying this other in that it has me in like its grasp, and I cannot not have this every single day. It is. Tell me if you know it. The Trader Joe's guac salsa.
What?
If you have, girl,
Guac salsa.
guac salsa. Okay.
Describe.
Okay.
Explain.
Guac salsa is a tomatillo salsa from Trader Joe's, obviously.
So green.
Where else? So it's green. But it has a little bit of avocado blended in it too. So it's giving that slight guacness, but it really has like a tomatillo flavor.
Okay.
So good. I was feeling like some sort of like oh my gosh, what's the term when it's like Southwest like Tex-Mex kind of like vibe. So I made like some seasoned black beans and have been doing that as sort of like a breakfast, like a Tex-Mex breakfast, black beans, scrambled eggs, a little tortilla, and then I'll put this guac salsa.
That sounds
all over the
great.
top.
You're making me hungry.
Dude, I've had it on repeat all week. Breakfast. Like I cannot be without this guac salsa.
Wow. Have you gotten it before, or was this
This is my first time. I saw
experience?
somebody influenced me. They're like, this is elite. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to try it. And
She's a believer.
Now I could drink this stuff. Like it just goes
You just
down.
take a spoon to the container.
It just goes down. I mean, yeah, I will.
Okay.
I will. You could dip something in it. Like it's.
Does it look more like
So
guac or
good.
more like salsa?
It looks more like salsa, but it does have like a slightly thicker consistency because of the avocado.
Okay.
So good. I feel like you would. I haven't tried this, but I feel like it'd be a good like marinade for chicken.
Okay,
too, maybe.
I could see that. Okay.
Or even like a white fish.
Ooh, put a
probably.
little on the white fish. That sounds great. A
So-
little taco.
But I've just been having my like breakfast like burrito with it, and
Sounds great.
so good. So I'll be eating that for the probably next 2 months until I get sick of it. But
Yeah.
great discovery.
Fixation.
Hyperfixation meal.
No, that sounds really good. I think that's a great in. Well, you stole my weather one, but I guess
Sorry.
I will say, I mean, the weather's been so nice. As a side note, I guess I will say the return of the flats. We're both styling our flats.
Observe.
The boots, I've just like kicked them to the corner. I'm like, get out of here. I can't stand to see you anymore. I don't want to see you. I don't want like, I get so excited every fall for the boots. I'm just like, it makes me excited. And I feel like it can make an outfit look really cute come fall.
I love when
But
boot season
come
comes around
spring,
the first time.
I'm like, I want an ankle jean or a cute skirt and my flats. Like I just want to be wearing a cute flat out and about. And it just gives me more options because I only have a couple pairs of boots. Mm-hmm. And when I have the flats, I'm like, I could do a pop of red. I could do a leopard print. I could do a woven, whatever. So the flats are giving me life, especially my red ones. Like I'm in a little red mood today.
Cherry red era.
And my cheeks are red because I'm hot because we've been running around.
Wow, that is full coordination.
I'm
Sorry,
like,
there's
my-
a little fuzz on this.
My face is red. My shoes are red. My shirt is red. Whatever. It's all good though. So yeah, the good weather is my in plus the flats. What about should we do our outs?
Are out. Yeah, I think so. Lately, it's been my like good TV era. Like I love
You're
Bridgerton.
You're like done with a good show.
No, but so I'm like, I usually look really forward to Love is Blind. So like lately there's just been a ton of good TV, and I feel like I don't usually watch that much TV, but lately it was like Colin and I got really into ponies. And then, which if you haven't checked it out, highly
have
recommend.
not.
It's like Soviet Union. These two girls are spies.
Oh,
Excellent.
What streaming?
Was that on Peacock? Yeah. Peacock.
You have all of them, so I'm sure it's hard
So
to keep
good.
track. Okay, ponies. I haven't heard of that one.
And then obviously Bridgerton. Love.
Now I've just been doing all the behind the scenes things since I've watched all the
I'm
episodes.
obsessed. I might need to do the podcast.
I know I saw that. What I'm gonna do now, which is what I did after the second season. I'm gonna reread the books, so I just like the next ones.
That's a good
So
idea.
I'll be like, what's
So
Eloise's
you're kind
book?
of like prepped for that.
Yeah.
But so like those are great. And so then and Colin and I started watching The Pit. It was really good. It's like a medical drama about a Pittsburgh emergency room.
Oh.
And so each episode takes place, it's like first hour of shift, second hour of shift. So the season is like 12 hours, I think.
Okay. And so it's all within like one day.
One day.
Okay, that's an interesting.
Yeah, which I was like, that's a really. I mean,
concept.
so many people recommended it to me, and I'm like, I'm not really like a medical drama.
There's
I don't
just
really
so
do that much
many.
anymore. Like we were into Grey's Anatomy, but that was kind of it.
And
House. But now I really do like this one.
Okay. Pit.
But The Pit. It's
The
called.
Pit.
And that's on Netflix, HBO. It's on HBO.
Okay.
So
So
I
you've
was-
got all of them. So
So I'm like, whoa, usually I'm like pretty stagnant on a TV show. I'm like, should we watch Gilmore Girls for the literally 10th time? Okay.
yeah, I mean 15.
Or should I watch Father of the Bride again? Like, I just kind of recycle the same things. And I'm like, Love is Blind. Like, here we go. My out is this season of Love is Blind.
Yeah. We because I only saw the couple episodes that we were watching together, and then I haven't watched anymore.
There's not, okay, like there's usually one couple that you're like rooting for and you're
Yeah.
like, I believe in your love. Like you can do it. There's not a single couple that I'm like, they're going to make it to the end. I'm just like, God, please do not get married. Like you shouldn't have even gotten engaged. Like there's just
Interesting.
nobody.
Okay. No love that is great.
There's just nothing that I just don't like anyone's connection. And I'm just kind of like mid watching, like when you just can't help like pull your phone out and kind of like scroll away. And I'm just
You're not
invested.
engaged enough to just sit there and watch. You're like,
But
what
I
else
usually
is
look
happening?
so forward to like Love is Blind is the only reality show I watch. Like I don't do Bachelor. Sarah does Bachelor. But like I don't do any other reality TV. I don't watch like my 30-day like none of that. None of it. So Love is Blind is like my one reality TV chance, and it's just bombing.
Oh,
It's just
okay.
bombing.
Well,
I'm not invested. It's taken me. Usually I like just binge that sucker, and it's taken me like weeks.
You're like, oh, should we watch the
I'm
next
still
one?
not done, and I'm just like,
Make it through. Okay. All right. Well, that's okay.
so I might put it on. I'll have to chop something for dinner and just
we
like try and get it out of
was
here.
it the British one that we watched?
The British one was the best.
Was that? I mean, that's been like 2 years that season
because
that
we watched it when we were in
and the chemistry was
London.
great.
It was so, and I just feel like they chose more interesting people.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just all these people are from Ohio. No offense, we're from the Midwest too. Like I get it.
Yeah. The last
But I
time was
just like-
Minnesota, wasn't it?
Yeah, I thought that season was a little bland too. Like I think that season was actually more bland, but I
Okay.
believed in the couples more. And this one was
Okay.
just like both, like
Okay.
bland, and I don't believe in any.
Can't win them all.
So if you're watching and you also feel me, like tell me I'm not crazy. What
Tell me I'm not crazy.
about you? What's your out?
My out. I had it. What was my out?
Wearing boots.
Maybe
you
that's
said,
what it was.
you
Like
said.
my out was my
There's a
boot.
full seasonal in and out girly today.
I know. I'm
The
real,
nice weather.
I'm feeling the season changes. I'm also like really tired after we walked around all that much. I'm like, we have some leftover cake from Mama Scoop's birthday. I'm like, I could really just go for a piece of cake.
She's
and
like, there's
just
cake. I mean,
hang
when there's
out.
cake in the same like room as you, how do you focus?
I know.
There's
I
always a
was-
part of my brain that's on the cake.
I was
Let's
little
be real.
Energizer bunny today. I was so excited, like frolicking outside. I was like, it's so nice. And now I'm like, I'm tired.
There's cake.
My
and I'm
light
tired.
burned so bright today. No, I'm tired. Sorry.
My light burnt so bright.
Sorry, that's why.
Well, on that note,
It's okay. We'll recharge. We're relaxing right now. This is good. Just hanging
we're
out.
just chilling with our besties.
And cake
Good.
later.
Question of the week.
Question of the week.
All right. For our fellow 30 plus girlies, our millennial girls, where you at? Do you feel more confident in your 20s or your 30s? Go.
Yeah, I thought this was a really good question.
Well, I've been seeing all of these Instagram or like where people post a carousel of their like glow up. Basically, they're like me
yeah,
when
yeah.
they're like me when I was
Or age
27.
backwards.
Yeah, and they're like me when I was 27, me when I'm 37.
Like,
and they're
ow.
like, I
Hey,
figured
mama,
out my
mama.
skincare routine. I'm wearing less makeup. You know, and you're just like, wow, you really do look better 37 than you did at 27.
Yeah. Okay. This was a poll, right?
So this was a poll, and we just gave you those two options. Do you feel more confident in your 20s or your 30s?
Okay, so I haven't looked since we put it up. I'm thinking though, like based on what I've seen out there, I feel like it's going to be a pretty strong percentage saying they feel more confident in their 30s. So I'm going to say, I'm going to go bold. I'm going to say like 80% of people say more confident
Wow,
in their
80.
30s. Maybe 75. Let's do 75% saying more confident in their 30s, because I'm also thinking like in your 20s, it's like you're just graduating college, you're getting your first job, maybe you're getting
There
like
might be a decent amount of insecurity of
you're
like
probably
what's going
dating a
on.
bit, and then you know when you hit 30, you're like, okay, I'm like finding my rhythms a little bit.
That's
Even if
true.
you're not in a relationship or anything, you're like, I know who I am at least a little bit more.
Yeah.
You have more time being a stable person. So I'm gonna say 75% say more confident in their 30s, 25% say more confident in their 20s.
We're looking at 98%
98?
saying 30s.
Oh my, okay, well that makes me feel better about
98%.
because
It just gets riper with age, right?
98%, that's almost 100%.
That is literally 2% away from 100%.
That's good to know, because I think there's a little bit of like you turn 30 and you're like, oh my gosh, like my foundation is a little like, okay, well, I'm older, like I don't know, like I'm not in my 20s anymore, you know, and then you're kind of like, well, it's a little bit of like a loss where you're like, I'm 30s
Yeah.
now, like my 20s are over, but then it's good to know there's good stuff around the corner.
But I think it's like you have to sort of get over that little hill and you're
Yeah,
sort of
yeah.
like, that's okay. Like I'm still me anyways. And there's like a confidence that comes out of that.
So does that mean 35 we're going to be like,
probably. And probably when we hit 40, we're going to be like hitting our stride of,
we'll be like, remember we thought 30 was old. Oh, what a baby.
yeah, we're just like 40. So good.
Except everybody I've been seeing that is like, I'm 40 and I like aged backwards. I'm like, you look so good.
That's goals right there. I
Like
know.
40, you are like a settled woman. Like you're like,
Oh my.
which probably feel really, I mean, I guess I can only hypothesize, but yeah.
It's hilarious when you see like those TikToks of like what 30 used to look in like the 80s or
That
90s,
is
and you're
crazy.
just like, this person looks like they're 60 years old.
You see like, they're like, Kevin McAllister's mom was 30 or whatever. Or, was it Diane Keaton
Oh yeah, and you're just
in
like,
Father of the Bride? Wasn't
she
like-
wasn't supposed to be 30.
Or maybe they were like, she was 35 or something. And you're like, what?
It wasn't something, but yeah. And you're
Look it
just,
up. Look it up on your phone. How old was Diane Keaton in Father of the Bride?
There's no
Just look it
way she
up.
was in her
I'm-
30s.
Maybe she was 40. We're Diane Keaton. We're not trying to do you dirty. We're just questioning. How old was Diane Keaton in Father of the Bride? Also, our favorite movie, like Leah already mentioned it. She like has it on repeat.
I literally have that ready to go anytime. And if I'm in a bad mood, Colin's like, should I put on Father of the Bride?
Yes, please. I also really love Father of the Bride too.
She was 45 years old.
Okay, Diane, we were doing you dirty. I'm so sorry. 45, you looked great.
She was portrayed as being in her 40s.
Okay.
If they have a kid who's getting married,
That's true. Well, this is not Lorelai Gilmore here.
but it was something like that. I mean, there are all sorts of different, like Seinfeld or whatever, and they're like, this person's supposed to be 30, and
I think a lot of it was like 30 or 40 with like this person was 40 and you're like, they look like 55.
yeah, they just make it out to be like, and so now we're in this era of like,
40 is not old. I mean,
40 is
no
old.
age. I think as you get older, like no age is old.
Let me just say though, I had one of my students this week be like, oh yeah, my sister's older than me. She's like 5 years older than me. But she's dating someone who's 5 years older than her. And he's 31. And just like, oh my gosh, to me, like he was born in the 90s. Like, she's like, like anyone born, like, I just like, wow, you are old. Like, and I'm just sitting there like, wow, yeah. And in my head, I'm like, how old do you think I am? Like, you must
should have
know.
asked her, how old do you think I
must
am,
know.
honey?
And I'm just like, wow. I'm like an age difference.
Because if you weren't born, we were born in 93. So if you weren't born in the 90s, she must have thought you were what, 7 years younger. So
there's no way she thinks I'm
thought you were
26.
25?
There's no way. There's no way. No.
you're like,
no.
honey.
I think she was just telling you the story about how she's like, and he's old, and I'm just like,
You're like, I'm older than him.
what you said? I could be his grandmother
By 1 year.
I do get it though, because you're like, you were born in the 1900s. I'm like,
It's-
yeah. It is weird. It is weird.
I mean, when I think back to like, you see something, they're like, back in 1895, you're like, whoa, that was a long time ago. Just
that
putting
was
it,
a long time, but yeah, you know what I
was.
mean? Yeah.
someday, so people will be like, oh my gosh, you were born in the 1900s. Like, a long time from now, we'll be like, yes, we were.
Back in the 1900s.
Back in 1993. All right. Question number 1. This kind of goes along with our question of the week. My sister had a glow up. Hi, Sarah Leah. I have a write-in for your podcast. My sister is 3 years older than me. She's 37 and recently had a huge glow up.
Oh, we love it.
I love a glow up. We love a rebirth story.
Rebranding. New makeup routine, new skincare, new outfit.
Like, thanks, it's the Korean skincare.
The closet is new.
Mario Badescu came to my okay. My sister's 3 years older than me. She's 37. Recently had a huge glow up. She got divorced about 8 months ago, which was very hard on her and her 2 kids. But she spent the last few months really focusing on her health and healing. Absolutely.
That's what you got to do, mama.
Yes. The last time I saw her, she was absolutely radiant, had lost weight, got a new haircut, and basically looked 5 years younger. You're like,
She's like, what the hell?
she walks to the door and it's like, Like, oh my
You're
God.
mid-bite of your snack and you're like, huh?
You're like, Alice?
Did you get a haircut or something?
Oh my God, you look amazing. It's like Anne Hathaway in Devil Wears Prada, right? Where she walks in and she's like, are you wearing is it like the Gucci boots or what? It's like,
Yeah. She's like,
yeah, they are.
Yeah.
She's like, hey, have the hold, please. So the last time I saw her, she absolutely radiant, looked 5 years younger, which is amazing for her. And I feel so bad admitting that I felt jealous of her. She's been through so much and I want her to have the best in life. But now I feel like I look like the older sister, which is not what I'm going for. Any advice on how to stop feeling jealous and make my own glow up happen?
You go to your sister and you say,
Okay,
give me the deets.
What?
No gatekeeping here. We are family. We are blood.
I need a list of the skincare products.
How dare you? I'm going to give you a notepad. You're going to write down the list. You're going to write them down.
Write them down.
What's your 5-step routine?
Is that Beauty of Joseon? I Am Rice toner?
Is it toner, primer, moisturizer? No. What's the order? I need to know the detailed regimen.
Detailed list. Actually, just film yourself here.
Can you also give me your meal plan? Like, let's hit a Pilates together. I hear you're into Pilates these days.
I know that I don't want to say even sister rivalry, but the comparison between sisters, especially if you're close in age, is real.
It's real.
Even if you're close, it's hard to be like, well, we're so close and we're sisters, so why? She looks so fantastic and I'm struggling. Like, maybe you've got a kid you didn't say, right? But maybe you're like, I'm tired.
We don't know.
Like, my kid's not napping.
But
you
like,
look amazing.
As much as like the sibling rivalry is a thing, or like even if you have like a best friend, maybe you have sort of like competition between the two of you. It's also like having somebody who is a good measure to you also is a really great motivator.
Like, so they're driving you like, okay, she gotta go.
I'm
Like,
just
time for me. Time for me.
Like, there
round
is
two.
nothing to really get your butt like moving than if Sarah was just like, oh yeah, I'm like taking this amazing trip and like I planned this, but like all this stuff, I'd be like, I want I also want to take a trip, or something. or if Sarah's like
A trip that I'm not planning with you.
or like in school, I don't know if Sarah's like, oh yeah, I found out that I got this scholarship because I wrote, this essay and blah, blah, blah. I'd be like, wait, you better tell me what essay can I still submit? Like having somebody or someone who's just like maybe slightly at a higher place than you, you're trying to catch up and then you get a little higher and you motivate each other. So I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. And
I mean, you've acknowledged that your sister's gone through some hardships and you're happy that she's at least getting her glow back, her spark back. And like, that's probably a great thing for her family too. And for her and just feeling like she's not sinking with everything going on.
Right. And I'm sure if you asked her, she would probably rather trade shoes with you, who's not going through a divorce, I'm assuming, right? Like she's going through,
or maybe not. Maybe the guy was
like she's going through
dark.
Either way, like even if you were
you don't desire
thumbs
that.
up divorce, like we want this. Like it's still not easy, and she's got kids,
It's
so
a lot. It's a
she's
lot.
going. I mean, it's not an easy process, regardless of how happy you are about said divorce or not.
I mean, I think the shock is still on where you saw her and you're like, oh my gosh, she looks like $1 million. What is happening? I look, you're like, I should have worn something beside my sweatshirt today or whatever. But I mean, being sisters, you want to champion her too. You want to be her cheerleader. So maybe
you can be like, girl, you look hot.
Yeah. Like, I mean, seriously, maybe you're like, okay, I need to know like what's the skincare products because I can use whatever is happening with those under eyes. Like I need that.
Yeah. I mean, and literally like, I would just be like,
she's not going to
how
be
dare
like,
you have a glow up without me? I need, just like literally, I think
she's not going to be like,
not gonna
no.
share.
Yeah.
She's taking care of herself and she's prioritizing herself. And you're like, okay, well, like, tell me what you're doing. You look great.
Yeah. So
like, I don't think it's that you need to get over being jealous of her necessarily.
Yeah,
but
I think it's more, I would venture to say that I don't think you're so much jealous as like shocked or like surprised. You're just like, oh my God.
And it puts
God,
things
you
in
look
perspective, right? It's like,
amazing.
I didn't know you could do that with your hair. Like, oh, I've been wearing the same haircut for the past 5 years. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I could change it up too. Like sometimes it's nice to have a little eye opening.
Yeah. Maybe the,
I think you're happy for her.
Sometimes when you have those big life events, it's kind of, to use a smart word, an impetus to ignite change. And, that's just kind of the fact of the matter. Like sometimes those big things happen and then it sparks a big change. And
yeah. And maybe your sister's like, okay, I don't have that partner, but I'm gonna get a partner.
Or maybe
like,
she's
I'm gonna put myself on the market again.
She's just
like,
feeling single, ready to mingle, or like happy with herself, which is fantastic. So I say, inquire about the skincare. Inquire so where'd you get your haircut? Because I'm gonna need
did you get that blouse from a new store? Could I get
Is
a
that
little
made
borrow?
well?
Could I borrow that?
Is that Zara?
Yeah. Is that's the new line? Okay.
Yeah. Oh,
okay.
okay.
Okay. You get that on sale?
Can you send me a link?
Yeah. Just drop me a link. Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like I said, I don't think it's so much jealousy. I think, it's, as Leah said, maybe it's a good motivator to like acknowledge something's going on in your life, but also be happy with the things that you have too. Cause like Leah said, the grass is always greener. She's probably like, yeah, I'd rather be chill and like not have this stress that maybe I'm stressed. Maybe that's why I lost weight or whatever.
True. That's
right?
True. We kind of never know like people's journeys.
Yeah.
But I mean, she's your sister.
Yeah.
I would ask. I'd be like, let's both go out on the town this weekend.
Sisters don't keep secrets from each other, especially when it comes to So I'm sure your glow up is coming, right? And our 30s seems to be the decade of love.
Yeah, maybe your glow up's
happiness.
going to be 35, 30, 40.
Yeah. What's going to happen?
Question number 2. Struggles with feeling myself in my 30s. Hi, twins. I'm 35. Oh, look at us all 35-year-olds. Wasn't the last one 35?
Sister was 37.
Oh, I guess we didn't. 3 years older than her. Okay, she was 34. My bad. Okay.
Mid-30s.
I am 35, and the last few years, I feel like my identity is shifting, and I find myself feeling self-conscious and worrying about things I never used to worry about. Maybe what I'm saying is I don't feel old, but I don't feel quite young anymore either, and my grip on fashion, pop culture, and everything is a few degrees off center, and I can't get my bearings. Not sure if that makes sense, but would love your thoughts as fellow 30-something girls. I mean, that is so true. It's like somebody makes a pop culture reference and everyone's like, no, and you're like, ha, 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 ha. I'm gonna Google that one later.
Who is that? What did she say? Did she say off kilter? What did she say? Something's off degrees, she said.
She said, oh, everything is a few degrees off center and I can't get my bearings.
That's like, you're like, it's so close, but like something's just like
the description of I'm not old, but I don't really feel exactly young anymore.
Yeah, you're like,
I get that too.
You're like, oh, hanging out at 10 p.m. Like, no. You know, there's like things where you're like,
It's always like you see college age kids and you're just like, those kids, and you're like, oh, I would not have thought that they looked so young,
yeah.
8 years ago, whatever. But then when you were 8 years ago, then you're like, oh, those kids, and you're talking about high schoolers, right? So it's just your sort of perspective that you just keep like pulling back as you age as well.
But you're also like, I've just been out of college, and then you're like, okay, like 10 years ago, like, like there is a moment where you're like, wow, that was not just around the corner. Like, okay. And that's not a bad thing. Like, I think
there is sort of like a sense of like confident, just like settling. Like you're fine, like you have your grounding as you're getting older. So I think especially like mid 30s, it's like you don't feel necessarily like you have to what should I say, like sacrifice something because you're just like, well, I should do this, or like everyone
for the
else
sake
is
of the
doing
group.
it. Yeah, like I think there's a sense of calm and like, no, this is what I want to do, or like, no, I'm not feeling that one.
I do think your sense of intuition and trusting your inner self increases. I think it's also, and I've seen this where people say like 30s are an interesting phase of life because there are friends who are dating around. There are friends that have 3 kids. There are friends that have never had a serious relationship. There are friends that are on a year travel experience by themselves. There are friends that are going back to school. There are friends that are getting divorced. It is a decade of change in like, I think in your 20s, it's like everyone's going through the same big steps. I graduate high school. I go to college. I graduate college. I get my first job. I get my first apartment or whatever. Like, and it's kind of checkpoint. And then in your 30s, it's like choose your adventure, right? And it's,
you could decide to like kind of go back a couple steps and like redo.
Yeah.
You could be like, feel like you're way in advance. You could be like, I'm not happy with the choices I made. And now like there's just so many options. It's sort of that weird era where you could be doing anything.
And it's kind of the decade of like, what do you want the rest of your life to look like? Like I said, choose your adventure, where it's not like, oh, I've just been like going through the checkpoints to become like an individual self-sufficient human being. It's
like you're already there.
It's like now I get to choose what type of self-sufficient human being. And it can really feel like, okay, well, all my friends have chosen this adventure. Is this my adventure? And for all of the women in their 30s that have kids, it's like, yeah, maybe, okay, yeah, you've lost sleep. You've been raising a toddler. And then you're like, I don't get that reference. Or you're like, how has so much changed in the last 2 years? It's just your responsibilities change and everything. So I think the description of like a couple degrees off, where you're just
off
like
center area, you're just like, what?
You look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, has that line always been there? Like, why does my face look weird today? You're just like, there's
like,
lots
what
of
about my
different
outfit is just not working?
You're like, this is not quite cool, but it's not quite bad. There's just a lot of
but I think something that's important then to do is like maintain or kind of like retouch the point of like playfulness.
Like having fun. Don't take everything so seriously.
Yeah, that's it. Because I feel like the older we get, it's like we feel like, oh, you can't be goofy, or you can't like just have fun. You can't just do something for the sake of it just being fun. Like there has to be something productive about it, or
because there's so many responsibilities going on,
right? Like don't lose sense of like that playfulness that we kind of discover in different eras.
Everyone's been saying like regain your whimsy and stuff.
Yeah, but like that's so it. Like do so, like pick a trend that you're seeing or something and be like, okay, you know what? It's the weekend. I'm just gonna spend 20 minutes. I'm gonna see, could I get into this?
Yeah, I'm gonna try a little watercolor. I'm gonna try a little making a breakfast that's really aesthetic, or even like
I'm saying a trend.
Oh, a trend, like a fashion trend,
or just like, I don't know. Everyone's really into the show. I'm gonna spend 20 minutes like checking out this show, or I'm gonna spend 20 minutes like, or I'm gonna walk across town and try out the new coffee shop that everyone's talking about, but I always go to the same thing, just like
break out of
routine and do something that's just like playful fun, that you're like, this is surely for just the sake of doing something for fun, trying something that's out of my comfort zone.
Yeah,
like there is a sense too, I think, as adults, that it's like, well, I'm too old now to try something new. Like if I was gonna try something new, I should have done it like 10 years ago. Like I decided to do tap classes last year and I was like, I'm entering at a level 0 of knowledge here. And that can feel really intimidating when you're like, I'm 37 years old. Like I'm old enough. Like I could be a tap professional, you know? And then you're going and you're like, da, da, hit, right? Like you're really taking a step back into the sense of like, I'm 5. But when you can get over that sense of insecurity, oh my gosh, do you feel liberated? Because you're just like, I'm just playing. I'm just having fun. I'm trying something new. I think trying something new, the older we get, is so important.
Yeah, trying something new and not necessarily feeling like you have to keep up with everybody else, that your life is your life. So I can totally relate to being in your 30s and being like, okay, like I'm not quite the 25-year-old anymore. Like we're probably not vibing exactly the same. But like, you know, I'm still a few degrees off from like the 45-year-old too, where you're somewhere in the middle. And I think just kind of embracing that things are changing, but you can still have fun, like Leah said. And just, I mean, every day can change when you're in your 30s. Like one day you want to just settle in and listen to your body. You're like, I don't want to go out tonight. And the next day you're like, I'm feeling a little adventure.
Yeah.
And then embrace that and like listen to that inner voice that might be speaking to you a little bit more.
Well, we'll have people write in and, you know, especially or like comment on our videos and they're like, I'm 35. I don't have time. I don't even care about playing with this stuff anymore. Or like, I don't have time to deal with what's fashionable, or I don't, you know, it's like, but you're losing the whole point. Is that like, the whole point is fashion shouldn't be something that just, you know, you stop playing with. Like you can do your whole life.
And fashion is our expression of the playfulness.
Right. Where it's like, you know, I'm 40. I'm too old to try a new recipe. I'm going to do what I know. And it's like, you can keep playing with how you're making your food for the rest of your life. Yeah. Or I've never gone to that country. I don't see the point in traveling outside. I have a home. It's like, you never are too old to travel or adventure. Like it applies to every avenue, but I think it's dangerous when you get into that, right? It's like, I feel like the older we get, sometimes people are just like, I don't even care about that anymore. Like that's for younger people. It's like, don't cut yourself off too.
Yeah. Do things that make you feel confident and also fun. Like Leah said, try the new coffee shop. Like don't be afraid of trying new things and getting out of your comfort zone.
Find that whimsy.
Yeah.
That's cute. I haven't heard that phrase.
Find your whimsy. Yeah. Everyone's like, I need more whimsy in my life. And they're like making little like good morning letters out of their butter to put on their toast.
Or like, I've seen that.
You know, getting a cute cup to drink your coffee out of, or like putting on a cute little song just because, as opposed to, you know, whatever. And
put your favorite song and dance in the mirror.
Yeah, like
when was the last time you did that? Probably a long time.
Putting on music while vacuuming, or
just something for fun. And I think that can help you just emotionally feel just more rejuvenated and a little more youthful. And just, I think, just keep yourself open to possibilities. You're never getting too old to do things like that.
And someone said, like, when you're in your 30s, it's not that you've like lost the 20-year-old you, like the versions of you stack on each other. So it's like your 20-year-old version of you like leveled up. So, you know, you've become an even more like advanced version of yourself.
That's true. It's not like you need to be your 20-year-old self again. But like
you still have
know
that person,
she's still there.
She's still there with you. And it's okay to be like, she's ripening, like she's maturing, and that's not a bad thing. But keeping a little bit of whimsy, maybe that's what you need, just a little whimsy. Maybe that should be your word, whimsy.
Ooh,
so
that would be a good
Report
word
back.
of the year.
Whimsy, I know. We'll lock that in.
You can still add it. It's never too late to add it.
It's gonna be my word of the season.
Word of the season, whimsy. It's perfect for spring.
Get on my level.
Oh man, we started the episode and I was a little tired, but with me, since I'm a chatty person, whenever we get talking, I'm like, and I'm all energized. I'm like, let's go. For round 2 of the day, we're making, after we finish our episode, we're making dumplings.
I'm so ready.
Like one person rolling, one person stuffing, one person wrapping, and we're just dumpling line. And I'm so excited for it.
We have 4, so then does one person boil? I'm probably gotta do that in a batch.
Steam. Yeah, Andrew can fill the bamboo steamer.
All right, deal.
While we watch, we'll just sit at the end and like be ready to eat.
You're like, yes, just pop one in my mouth.
Oh, absolutely! I cannot wait. All right, our last question. Hi, Sarah and Leah. love your millennial makeovers and fashion advice so much. Thank you. Thank you. It's going on like 2 years of those. 3.
I think more.
Oh my gosh.
3.
Don't get sick of us.
We're always going to be millennials making over our looks.
You know, someone said, I'm currently shopping for spring and would love to know what something you think is splurge worthy fashion wise for spring / going into summer. What's something that's splurge worthy fashion wise?
You know, I do love picking out 1 or 2 things for a season that you're just like, I'm going to get a really, or like you just keep eyeing it. You're like, I'm going to do it. And you know, that just becomes sort of a centerpiece of your whole season.
Yeah, because for me, every fall, I'm like, I will buy a nice pair of boots that are comfortable, that I can wear with like every jean and just makes me feel great. So I'm like, in the fall, I always go for a pair of boots.
Yeah.
In the spring, I do feel like usually I go for, as a splurge, a comfy flat.
Yeah, you
especially
do.
being a city girl, a comfy flat. Like I've worn these Rothy's, these red ones for 3 years.
I mean,
had
those
them-
are washable. I mean, that's just like a great.
I mean, they're not cheap. They're more than $100,
But if it's washable, it's like, well, I mean,
Stretchy.
we've done over 1 million step in
it's
these.
made from recycled material.
Right, like, you know, they're going to be comfortable. They're fun pop of color, but really like utilitarian. Is that the right word?
Oh.
Like when it's like it's really functional. Like you
Yeah.
can really like put it to use.
I've had these for 3 years. And so, I mean, they look brand new because I can wash them. And so I guess like for me, I'm like, if I can wear something season after season, like I think that's something worth splurging. And like for me, getting the pop of red, I can wear that with just a white sweater and jeans. And then I'm like, oh, but the red makes the outfit interesting.
Yeah.
So maybe I would say something with a pop of color. I love a good shoe. Now I'm like, okay, maybe don't go for like the neon green pop of color unless you can see yourself wearing it with a bunch of things.
Look in your wardrobe and see like, is there
What would they go with?
what
if you're
would
going
like
for a pair
if
of
I
shoes?
were to get a pair of red shoes, or if I were to get a pair of, you know, green shoes, I don't know, what could I pair it with things, or is that kind of
and usually when I'm going for like what I think is splurge worthy, it could be colorful, but often the cut or style is a little bit more classic.
Yeah.
Because it's not like I'm gonna buy these.
therefore it's not so trendy.
Not so trendy. Like I'm not gonna go
It
for
maintains like a
6-inch something heel that I'm not gonna wear with a bunch of things.
Yeah.
Or like something super trendy. Like right now we're seeing all the flats with like the split toe. Oh yeah. Whatever. Like where it's literally
Guys,
like
I
a separate.
cannot get into those.
It's like a shoe, a separator, like a toe separator for your big toe. And I'm just like, I mean that trend it's more of a micro trend. So I don't really splurge on micro trends.
yeah. A micro trend is where you like dip into the H&M.
For me at least, I'm like, it's just
Try it out first. For me, I would say I would invest in a either leather or suede jacket.
because that could go for spring or for fall.
Exactly what I was about to say is that right now I'm bringing back, like today I have this leather suede jacket that I got 3 years ago, and it's lightweight, but it's just like perfectly oversized. I wear it nonstop in the fall, and I just wore it again today because I
too.
just brought it back out. It's one of those pieces that, I mean, it's timeless. You could have for the rest of your life. And I'm not saying like totally break the bank on it, but get something that is actually leather or that's actually suede.
Yeah.
Because just it just lasts. It's actually warmer, but also more breathable usually. And you can just wear so much more, and you're going to find yourself reaching for it, as opposed to like, well, I'll get the, you know, $80 one from wherever, and then you're kind of like, I don't know if I really love the fit. A good leather or a suede jacket never goes out of style, and you can pair it over a dress, like literally anything. Wear to work, pair over a dress, pair with a
Yeah.
skirt, jeans. It and just having that one really chic piece.
I think a splurge should be something you are 100% sold on, that you've gone home and not bought it and you're still thinking,
You're thinking
about,
about
it. Like these shoes sat in my cart for probably like a month, and that was like, I'm doing it.
And personally, I think a splurge should be a high quality material,
Yeah.
high quality material.
What's the point?
What either it's leather, it's suede, it's
Embroidered beautifully or-
embroidered. It's not polyester. Maybe it's gold jewelry.
Something quality, or also like, what's the
it's a
point of it being a
leather
splurge? Like,
or
why?
suede handbag.
That's what
or-
gets me when there's like splurge things that are like, this is a polyester shirt. Like, if I'm getting, and it's 200 some bucks, why? How is this different
Why
than
am
the
I
one
not
at
looking for a
H&M?
dupe at Zara?
Yeah.
Right. Like there's just no point. It's not going to last. So if you invest in something that's wool, just a more natural fiber, it's just gonna
Quality.
be timeless quality.
Like, if you're,
That's what's worth your money. If
Yeah.
it's not, then
it's not worth the splurge. Like,
No.
if it's a bag, I'm like, I'm not splurging on a bag that's probably not leather or suede.
no.
Or like I said, has some beautiful embroidery or something,
Something that
on it.
really makes it unique.
And I think there's also a sweet spot of, it's a splurge, but it's not so expensive that you're like, I can't take this out because if it gets a stain or whatever, where you're like afraid to wear it. No, right, right. Like,
or you lose a gold earring, right? And you're just like, well, that's
like that's for
happens.
me. I'm not gonna take a bag that's like, I this is why I've never had like an extreme designer bag. Like, I've had like name brand bags, but like, I don't have any bags that are like $5,000 because I'm like, if I had a bag like that, I would never want to take it out of the
Like
house.
if you're gonna get a Dior bag, I'm gonna be all So I
You're
I
telling
did
me I'm
like
gonna have
I
to-
did like a rental thing,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
to
yeah.
have one before,
Yeah.
but which was actually great. Vivrel,
Vivrel, yeah,
Vivrel.
great.
I did one that was like you could rent a designer bag every month for. So if that's something you're looking at,
Yeah.
highly recommend. You
Check
know,
it out.
We just checked that out.
Try the bag out before you invest if you do want to buy it.
If you're going down the bag avenue, I would say that. But yeah, make sure it's something natural fiber, something that you either love the fit of, and something that you're not impulse buying.
Yes.
Something that
Take
you're
your
like
time.
you keep thinking about it. You keep thinking about it, and you're like, it's time, because you're like,
She's
oh,
for
this
me.
outfit would be great if only I had fill in the blank. Oh, I would love this if I just had those red flats.
If you keep
Could
thinking
make
about it, then it's like,
if I only had that handbag, this could make this basic look so much more. Oh, think about it. And if it's really worth it, I think getting that one or two pieces for the season can
Yeah.
really be game changers.
Agreed. Oh, so fun to think about spring.
And if you decide to get something, like write back what you got.
yeah, we want to know, was it a bag?
We want to know what you found to be splurge worthy
Was
too.
it a giant hat that you're going to wear with every outfit and be like a
Just like,
diva?
ooh, yes.
And on that note, thanks for listening to the Inside Scoop podcast. If you want to be featured on next week's episode, send us a DM on Instagram at the Inside Scoop podcast. All write-ins are anonymous. We love hearing from you, and we'll be back for another episode next week. Bye.